Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your movie apprentice, and today I am looking at The Winter Lake. Directed by Phil Sherin and starring Emma Mackey, Charlie Murphy and Anson Boone. A troubled young boy discovers a horrific sight within the lake behind the house that can unveil some secrets in regards to their weird neighbours. So first and foremost, I have to say the tone of this film is really dark, and it is pleasantly so. It's a very simple story that is very well shot by the cinematographer involved. There are some solid performances involved as well, especially by Mackey. There are some solid moments, and it goes into some really dark places that you would not expect. The character of Tom is a very interesting one. It's your classic introverted teenager that's a little bit troubled. We never really get into why he is like this. It's just him and his mum alone, but he always calls her by her first name and not her mum name, which shows there's a side of discourse between the two. It's very much an introvert's tale who has these weird little habits, and I must say the actor in this played the role very well, but I will have to say as well that there's not too much that is overtly memorable about this. Now, cinematography, as I've already stated, is very good. It is very well shot. The way the lighting is framed in each and every shot. The fact that it is always very dark throughout the movie, but they make sure to light the important segments so that no matter how wide the shot, your focus is always on the performers on screen. There is some gorgeous cinematography within this. If you're like a newbie cinematographer wanting to learn the ropes of how to frame a shot and how to build tension with the shots, just give this film a look, because it is very good at showing this. Without spoiling the overriding plot in this, as I've already stated, it goes into some very dark places. While they are somewhat predictable, you can sort of put two and two together and figure out what is happening. It doesn't give you time to really reflect on it. This film is fairly short, at about an hour and a half long, and it keeps the pace going. It never stops. It gives you what you need to know and make sure to move forward in a prompt manner. It adds bits slowly, and when it comes to the crescendo towards the end, it does have a somewhat satisfying conclusion. It's definitely worth giving it a watch. This comes to digital download on the 15th of March. Again, thank you to Strike Media for providing me with this screener. It's just, unfortunately, one of these films where you go and expecting one thing, especially when it's billed as a horror involving a lake, and the lake, quite frankly, apart from what is discovered within the lake early on, there is very little that takes place around this lake, though I do love the setting that they give. Aside from some solid performances, it isn't the most memorable. It's worth checking out for sure, but it's probably something I personally will never watch again. It goes to dark places and takes leaps that you wouldn't expect, and there are some genuinely tense moments within this, really complemented by the shots and the lighting, but there are some unanswered questions once we get to the finale, and things get a bit confusing, I would say, in terms of what characters are doing for the latter half of the movie. Before I get into my grade, if you like what I do on this channel, consider dropping a like and clicking the subscribe button for more reviews like this one coming all the time. Let me know, are you planning to catch The Winter Lake when it comes out? Do let me know in the comments below. But overall for me, The Winter Lake has some good performances, is a staple of good cinematography and use of lighting and blocking within a scene. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It is very nicely paced. It just doesn't have anything that makes it stand out in terms of the memorable side of things. It's an enjoyable watch, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's just one of those that you might only watch once. It's by no means a bad film, but it isn't pushing the boundaries on what could be a great film. So overall for me, I'm going to have to say that The Winter Lake is an okay cup of tea. So The Winter Lake, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Are there any small independent films that you recommend checking out that not many people may have heard of? Let me know about those down in the comments below. Coming up on the channel, we got a bunch of new things coming out now. We are almost at the end of the postponing films era, and I cannot wait to get to it. I'm also going to try something very different soon. There is an anime that I'm watching that I never really review anything anime related apart from like movies, but for this series I think I'm going to have to give it a little video essay review treatment. So hit the bell notification for that, and until next time, my name is Josh, I have been your movie apprentice, and I'll see you in the next video.